Kindly start by introducing yourself.
My name is Kirago Nyambura Dennis. I'm an African, Kikuyu by tribe. My artist name is SQUEAKY, the entertainer.
Tell us more about your family background.
I am born by two amazing parents. My mom goes by the name of Rosemary Nyambura Kirago. My dad goes by the name of Abubakar Hussein Ali. I am an only child.
Date of birth and place of birth.
My date of birth is February 4, 1998. Apparently, I was told I was born at a hospital in Nyeri County. It's called the Consolata Madari Hospital.
Explain your childhood and social life.
My childhood was basically typical. I come from a very humble background. I have been moving since I was a child. My parents were working in Nairobi, and I had to live with my grandmother. My grandmother lives in Nyeri County, so I was all over the place. I was basically sometimes at Nyeri, sometimes I am at Nairobi. My uncle used to stay at the Nairobi Industrial Prison. He was an officer there, so basically I was living at around that place at the Nairobi Industrial Remand Prison and at Nyeri. My grandmother basically brought me up.
Tell us more about your education background.
I began my education at a kindergarten known as King's Kindergarten. I think it doesn't exist anymore. I then proceeded to Nyamachaki Primary School, where I joined class 1 up to maybe class 3. From class 3, I then transferred to another school. It's a school in a very remote area in Laikipia, place called Karengiro. It's called Top Achievers Primary School, where I finished my class 8 and then proceeded to Nariboro Boys Secondary School, where I schooled up to my 4th year, then transferred to Top Achievers Senior School, where I proceeded to finish my education. I then proceeded to, after high school, I then proceeded to ZTech, the Karut campus, where I did my diploma in mass media and communication, and I majored in broadcast journalism.
What kind of activities were you involved in at school?
At school, I was basically an arts kind of person since primary school. I was involved in choir, in music festivals, in drama festivals. I remember my first play, I did my first play at around class 5 or 6. Yeah, it was basically a play that was written by me. I presented it before everyone and all that. And proceeding to high school, I also did music, drama. I was the chairperson for drama in Narumoro Boys up to my transferring to the other school. So basically, I was majorly involved in arts and music.
Are you currently working?
Currently, I am not working, but I am involved in a couple of activities. I have a show that runs every Saturday. It's called SQUEAKY Chronicles, and I'm involved in other stuffs. I would basically call them side hustles, but they don't really matter, so I'm not working currently.
What are some of the challenges that you faced?
Challenges are many, because as an artist, people don't tend to believe in you until they start witnessing stuff working for you. They basically wonder what kind of arts that you're doing. You try to explain to them that, I'm involved, I do a show, I am basically in music, I'm basically in media, and they are wondering, but we haven't seen you anywhere that we can recognize, or we don't associate you with a certain brand. So how come then you're saying that you're involved in these kind of things? And basically, as an artist, it's been a journey. It's been a journey because I remember trying emceeing for reggae. That was where my basic journey of falling in love with the arts of broadcasting and journalism came through. And I saw that I had an opportunity to interact with people through media, considering that it's fun and it's informative at the same time. And then I proceeded to do shows here and there. I was mentored by an aunt of mine, so I basically got to know the hang of the industry and what it entailed about. And yeah, so challenges have been there ever since, because people don't get to really understand what you're doing up until you have results or you have evidence that shows them this is what I am doing.
Do you believe in the future?
I believe in the future a lot because I am here, I am alive, and God has given me all these abilities to do different things at different settings. I have seen the way media and other sources of entertainment in the media industry can impact people. So I believe so much in the future, and I believe that I am part of the future. And all I am praying or hoping so is because I am here now, and then the future is bright.
What kind of an artist are you?
Basically, I'm everything arts. I act. I, as I said earlier, I host a show called SQUEAKY Chronicles. I am a designer. I do photo shoots. I am involved in everything arts. I do voiceovers. I am, yeah, basically everything arts. I can't really put myself in a box and say that I'm this particular kind of artist.
Are you working on any project?
Yes, I'm working on various projects. We are starting the SQUEAKY Chronicles brand with a couple of my co-workers. We are involved in the SQUEAKY Chronicles show. And yes, I am thinking of pursuing my modeling career at an expansive level, maybe advertisements and maybe billboards and all that. But basically, I have so much projects as per now. Those are just to mention but a few.
What impact do you want to make, or what were your intentions in all this?
My intentions basically are, I want somebody to look at me one day and know that you can come from anywhere, you can go to anywhere. You're not basically subjected to where you come from. That uh, that yes, you can come from anywhere, and you can just make it from basically with no connections, with just pure hard work and resilience and passion and believing in God. So my impact is for somebody to look at me and say, you know what, not per se as a role model, but um, as somebody that would give somebody hope for coming days, or looking at the place where I'm coming from.
How has your journey been so far?
My journey so far has been all about believing in myself. I have never had anyone tell me that, you're good at what you do. So basically, I just keep doing what I do, and the results have been positive. I can't really complain. But I think my journey so far hasn't been, I wouldn't say really rough or rough per se. I would just say that it's been a bit tricky. And of all the good things that are going to come on the way that we don't know, I would say that I want to look at myself some years to come and tell myself, you know what, you are good to stay consistent. You did the best that you could do, and yeah. So the journey hasn't been really easy, but I'm looking forward to everything that has to come with open hands.
What kind of activities do you enjoy doing?
Activities, basically, I enjoy music. I enjoy everything that I have to see from the start to the end. I enjoy eating a lot, so I enjoy cooking. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy meeting new people that have new ideas that would impact my sense of thinking in a positive direction. I like challenges. I'm not really a games kind of person, but I involve myself in activities here and there. But yeah, that's just basically it.
Any favorite food?
My favorite food would have to be rice with spices and vegetables, or ugali with vegetables and traditional vegetables. That's what we call them. Yeah, that's basically my favorite food.
Why do you wear your hair like that?
My my hair is first of all being very proud of my roots, because as they say, or as it has been established, you don't know where you're headed to if you don't know where you're coming from. So for my forefathers who fought for this nation and for the peace and resilience that I'm enjoying right now, I just feel that as an African that I am, it's just me. It's just my roots. So yeah,
Marital status?
I am single, and maybe very soon would be engaged or involved in someone romantically.
What message do you have to your fellow youth?
Um, I would say that it doesn't really matter where you're coming from. It has actually never mattered where you're coming from. It's always about you. You're the centerpiece of everything that you do, and with God, I think everything is possible if you just put your head in where you want to see yourself, and start seeing yourself where you want to see yourself before everyone else. I think everything else is possible. Somebody told me the other day that if where you were 5 years ago doesn't impact where you'll be 5 years to come, then you're in the wrong place. So I just feel like, since I'm walking this journey as Squeaky Chronicles, the entertainer, Squeaky Chronicles, the brand, it's all about the journey. So since I am walking this journey, I am hoping that everything else will totally have to work out for good. So yeah, I am telling all my youth out there to stay up, to believe in themselves. Nobody can believe in you if you don't actually believe in yourself. So yeah, we stay up and we move on the journey.